Guys, welcome to the first commentary for Gents. We're looking at a bench and triceps and shoulders day that we filmed a couple of weeks ago. I made an edit of it that's up on the YouTube channel, and just thought take the time to record an over commentary and see what we got up to in the session. So I'm going to start playing ahead here. We normally start off on a Saturday with a heavy bench session. You can see here Rich doing his warm-up, starting slightly paused reps, just getting warmed up into the session. So this session we didn't really have a plan going out, but as we're filming, Rich decides to do a PB for his bench, and after he'd done that he felt good, so he went for a PB for most reps of 100 kg, and just got that, and well, quite comfortably got that. I'd already done a heavy bench session that week, so I was doing pause reps of I believe it was 80 kg, maybe 90 kg. So I'm going to start playing it on from here. As you can see, we've really worked a lot this past year or two on our setup for bench. We've watched lots of other YouTube videos to get a good arch and a good setup. It's really helped, well, twofold. It's helped stop any injuries in the shoulders, and I think it's been quite a while now actually since we've had either of us have had any kind of shoulder complaints, and it's also helped to move in the weight. Just being able to set up properly and perform the action with as good as form as we can. So I'm going to play on here. So that's 120 kg. You can see a little wobble halfway up, and you could, if you listen to him, you can probably just hear him say he was only meant to do one as a warm-up, but blasted out two just to show he could do it. So here's my setup. A little different. It's obviously not approved stances. The heels are on the floor. Not sure how people get the heels on the floor and get any sort of arch, but I mean, I'm not doing any powerlifting competitions anytime soon, so that's fine. Could have paused a little bit more, but it was still a pause rep. The weight came to stop on my chest. So it looks like we're moving on to, I think that's 125. Rich without a spotter. Don't know how he does PBs without a spotter, but there you go, easy. Another view of my bench session. Again, like I say, it could have paused a bit more, but it is coming to a stop on my chest, which is basically a pause rep. So I was in the 5 rep range. Coming back off my cut, I've definitely lost some weight off my bench. Just coming back up now, starting to go into eating in a calorie surplus, and so I'm trying to rebuild my bench from different rep ranges each session. So I'd already done my 1 or 2 rep range at home in the garage. So I tried to stick to around the 5 rep range, trying to just work on that pause rep and bench. He didn't actually tell me he was going to go through his max reps on 100 kg here. Just blasted it out. Looked quite comfortable, to be fair. It's going up really quick. And I think that's it, number 11. Boom, easy. So we moved on to triceps. So yeah, we normally start off with bench. That's most of the chest of this workout done, and then we move on to the triceps part of the workout. So tricep push downs with the bar to start off with. It's loaded quite well, medium heavy. It's not worth it if it's getting so heavy having to put your chest into it. So As you can see, very clean form from Rich, like getting a good contraction on his triceps. And here's my set. I believe it's the same weight. Trying to keep the down part of the arm as vertical as I can do, and squeezing at the bottom to make sure it goes up. I started to use working on the negative. As you see, I'm trying to resist it on the way up as much as I can, so slowly letting off. We then moved on to reverse grip, tricep pull downs. Slightly lower weight, as I just showed there on the camera, and this just slightly hits a different part of the tricep. And then we superset that with rope tricep pulls downs. Again, I think 10 reps on each, quite a lot lower weight on the rope curls. And here's my set of the same thing. It's a bit harder to resist that on the negative, just due to the position your arms are left in. And our final tricep exercise, you can see quite a lot of triceps in this workout. Single arm tricep pull downs. And again, this one's all about trying to get the squeeze at the bottom of the rep. You can see very clean form from Rich, just keeping that arm vertical to the ground. Here's me on the other arm, and coming right up to the chest. It's almost like perfect opposite of a cross hammer curl, but just using the cable. We really find these probably the best when you feel this most in the triceps, because it's single arm, you get to really focus on it. Now, we didn't get to film much of this. This is shoulder lateral raises. The superset Rich come up with, and it is absolutely nuts how little weight you need for the second part of the superset. Not entirely sure what it's called, but it really hammers your shoulders. You just got to be so careful not to give yourself any rotator cuff injuries by trying to use too heavy weight. I think that was 4s or 6s. I only got to film that once because the gym was quite busy by that point at that part. So move on to Shrugs to end it with. I mean, like using this machine, it's just easy to load. It hits you exactly the same as using a, I prefer it with a barbell, but this works exactly the same. It's a slightly different angle by having hands in that neutral position rather than the overhand or underhand grip on a barbell. Trying to hold and squeeze at the top. Again, 8 to 12 reps. You have to be careful how you load that one, because you can just end up cheat repping it. And then we did some abs to finish off with, hanging leg raises. As you see, Rich really holding at the top of the rep, and that really puts the tension onto your abs rather than just using the hip flexors. There's a lot of upper flexors to get the legs up there, but once you hold it, it's felt right away across your abs. I'm trying to keep on top of abs a bit more this year. We love doing pull-ups, so just to mess around on the bars, pretending we know what we're doing. And that's the end of the session. Thanks for watching. Again, like and subscribe. I'm just trying to get a few more of these commentaries out, maybe get Rich to do one after the gym, straight after. And yeah, peace out, Gym Gents.